Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be discussing about question number 31 to 45 from NEET 2020 UG question paper. Let's begin the session with question number 31. Meiotic division of the secondary oocyte is completed. Option 1, prior to ovulation. This is wrong. Option 2, at the time of copulation. This is wrong. Option 3, after zygote formation. This is wrong. Option 4, at the time of fusion of a sperm with an ovum. This is correct option. Okay, this is fertilization process. Okay, so during fertilization, a sperm comes in contact with the zona pellucida layer of the ovum and induces changes in the membrane so that additional sperms do not enter into the ovum. Okay, the secretions of the acrosome help the sperm to enter into the cytoplasm of the ovum through zona pellucida and plasma membrane. Okay, and this induces the completion of meiotic division of the secondary oocyte. So the right option for this question is option 4. Now moving to next question, that is question number 32. According to Robert May, the global species diversity is about option 1, 1.5 millions, wrong. Option 2, 20 million, wrong. Option 3, 50 million, wrong. Option 4, 7 million. Yes, a more conservative and scientifically sound estimate made by Robert May places the global species diversity at about 7 million. Okay, so the option is fourth option. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 33. The first phase of translation is option 1, binding of mRNA to ribosome. No, this is wrong. Option 2, recognition of DNA molecule. Wrong. Option 3, amino acylation of tRNA. Yes, this is correct. Okay, so translation refers to the process of polymerization of amino acids to form a polypeptide. Okay, and the amino acids are joined by a bond which is known as peptide bond. Okay, and this peptide bond formation requires energy. Okay, energy is required for this. Therefore, in the first phase itself, amino acids are activated in the presence of ATP and linked to their cognate tRNA, a process commonly called charging of tRNA. This process is called charging of tRNA. Okay, and this is also called amino acylation of tRNA, to be more specific. Okay, so this is what, okay, the right option for this question is amino acylation of tRNA. Okay, so this is about question number 33. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 34. Which of the following regions of the globe exhibits highest species diversity? Yes. Option 1, Western Ghats of India. Option 2, Madagascar. Option 3, Himalayas. Option 4, Amazon forests. Obviously, option 4 is the correct option. Okay, Amazonian rainforest in South America has greatest biodiversity on earth. So option 4 is the correct option. Okay, now moving to the next question number 35. Which of the following statements is not correct? Option 1, in man, insulin is synthesized as a proinsulin. Yes, this is correct. Okay, option 2, the proinsulin has an extra peptide called C-peptide? Yes, proinsulin has an extra peptide and it is called C-peptide. It is correct. Okay. The functional insulin has A and B chains linked together by hydrogen bonds. This hydrogen bonds is wrong. Okay. It is not hydrogen bond. It is disulfide. Okay. Bridges. The option is, okay, it should be disulfide bridges. The fourth option, genetically engineered insulin is produced in E. coli. Yes, this is also correct. So among the given options, the incorrect option is option number 3. Okay, the functional insulin has A and B chains. They are linked together by disulfide bridges, but in the option hydrogen bonds is given, so it is incorrect statement. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 36. Here the transverse section of a plant showing following anatomical features. Okay, A, large number of scattered vascular bundles surrounded by bundle sheath. B, large conspicuous parenchymatous ground tissue. C, vascular bundles conjoined and closed. D, phloem parenchyma absent. So these four characteristics are given, and now we have to find out category of plant and its parts. Okay, here the option 1, it is a monocotyledonous stem. Option 2, monocotyledonous root. Option 3, dicotyledonous stem. Option 4, dicotyledonous root. Here the more appropriate option is option 1. Monocotyledonous stem has large number of scattered vascular bundles surrounded by bundle sheath, and also it has large conspicuous parenchymatous ground tissue, and it has vascular bundles conjoined and closed, and also phloem parenchyma is absent in monocotyledonous stem. Okay, now moving to the next question, question number 37. Match the following columns and select the correct option. In column 1, characteristic features are given like A, 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits. B, heterocercal caudal fin. C, air bladder. D, poison sting. In column 2, organisms are given 1, trigon. 2, cyclostomes. 3, chondrichthyes. And 4, osteichthyes. Okay, here 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits, they are found in cyclostomes. Okay, heterocercal caudal fin, this is found in chondrichthyes. Okay, air bladder is present in osteichthyes. Okay, and the poison sting is present in trigon. Okay, so here A is 2. This is right. So in other options A2 is not given, so obviously this one will be the right option. And if we check the other statements, characteristic features in the organisms, B, heterocercal caudal fin should be in chondrichthyes, so it is 3 correct. Air bladder, osteichthyes, right, and poison sting, trigon. Yes, so the right option for this question is option number 1. Now moving to the next question, question number 38. From his experiments, S.L. Miller produced amino acids by mixing the following in a closed flask. Option 1, CH4, H2, NH3 and water vapor at 800 degrees centigrade. Option 2, CH3, H2, NH4 and water vapor at 800 degrees centigrade. Option 3, CH4, H2, NH3 and water vapor at 600 degrees centigrade. And option 4, CS3, H2, NH3 and water vapor at 600 degrees centigrade. Among the 4 different options, option 1 is the correct option. In 1953, okay, S.L. Miller, okay, American scientist. He is an American scientist, okay. He produced amino acids by mixing the following gases in a closed flask at 800 degrees centigrade. Okay, so the option 1 is the correct option. Now moving to the next question, question number 39. Embryological support for evolution was disapproved by option 1 Carl Ernst von Baer, option 2 Alfred Wallace, option 3 Charles Darwin, option 4 Oparin. Here the most appropriate option is option 1. Okay, so embryological support for evolution was disapproved by Carl Ernst von Baer. Okay, now moving to the next question, question number 40. The process responsible for facilitating loss of water in liquid form from the tip of grass blades at night and in early morning is option 1 transpiration, option 2 root pressure, option 3 imbibition, and option 4 plasmolysis. Here among the 4 given options, option 2 is the more appropriate option. Okay, now effects of root pressure is also observable at night and early morning when evaporation is low and excess water collects in the form of droplets around special openings of veins near the tip of grass blades, okay, and leaves of many herbaceous plants. Okay, in herbaceous plants this process is seen, and this process is called guttation. Okay, so water is lost in the form of droplets through margins of the leaves. Okay, and those pores that are present in the margins of the leaves through which the water is lost, they are called hydatodes. Okay, and this phenomenon is guttation, and this is the effect of root pressure. So second option is the right option. Now moving to the next question, question number 41. Secondary metabolites such as nicotine, strychnine, and caffeine are produced by plants for their option 1 nutritive value, option 2 growth response, option 3 defense action, and option 4 effect on reproduction. Among these 4 options, defense action is the correct option. Okay, now so here secondary metabolites are produced by the plants to protect them from being grazed. Okay, so because of these chemicals, nicotine, strychnine, caffeine, okay, these plant parts are not being grazed by the herbivorous animals. Okay, now moving to the next question, question number 42. The oxygenation activity of Rubisco enzyme in photorespiration leads to the formation of, okay, Rubisco enzyme acts on RUBP, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. This is actually 5 carbon compound. Okay, so it results in the formation of, okay, option 1 2 molecules of 3 carbon compound. This cannot be formed because 2 molecules of 3 carbon compound, okay, 3 carbon, 6 carbon, so that cannot be formed. Okay, this is the substrate here is 5 carbon compound, and this cannot be formed. Okay, and in the second option 1 molecule of 3 carbon compound is given. It can be the correct answer. Now third option 1 molecule of 6 carbon compound is given. No, this is not possible because here the substrate has 5 carbon compound. Okay, and 1 molecule of 4 carbon compound and 1 molecule of 2 carbon compound. Total it becomes 6 carbon, so this is also wrong. So the more appropriate option is second option. Here phosphoglycerate is a 3 carbon compound. It is formed, and phosphoglycolate is formed. Phosphoglycolate is formed. This is a 2 carbon compound. Okay, so the more appropriate option is option number 2. Now moving to the next question, question number 43. BT cotton variety that was developed by introduction of toxin gene of Bacillus thuringiensis is resistant to Option 1, insect pests. Option 2, fungal diseases. Option 3, plant nematodes. Option 4, insect predators. Here, the most appropriate option is option number 1. That is, it is resistant to insect pests. Okay? Bacillus thuringiensis forms protein crystals. Okay? These Bacillus thuringiensis forms protein crystals. These crystals contain, okay, toxic insecticidal protein. So obviously it is resistant to insect pests. Okay. Now moving to the next question, question number 44. Which of the following refer to correct examples of organisms which have evolved due to changes in environment brought about by anthropogenic action? So here man-made. Anthropogenic means man-made. So because of human activities, some changes occur in environment, and because of that, some organisms have evolved. Okay, let's discuss here what is the more appropriate option from the given statements. Okay, A. Darwin's finches of Galapagos Islands. No, this is not evolved because of anthropogenic activities. Herbicide resistant weeds. Yes. Okay, this is correct. These herbicide resistant weeds are evolved because of anthropogenic action. Okay. Drug resistant eukaryotes. This is also correct. Drug resistant eukaryotic cells are evolved because of human activities. Okay. Man created breeds of domesticated animals like dogs. Already it is given man created. So that is a anthropogenic action. So here correct examples include B, C and D. So option 3 is the correct option. Okay. And now moving to the next question, question number 45. Identify the wrong statement with reference to immunity. Here, immunity is the ability of the organism to fight against diseases. Option 1. When exposed to antigen, living or dead antigen, okay, antibodies are produced in the host's body. It is called active immunity. This is correct statement. Okay. Now, second, when ready-made antibodies are directly given, it is called passive immunity. Yes, this is also correct. Okay. Now, the third statement, active immunity is quick and gives full response. Okay. Actually, this is a wrong statement. Okay. Active immunity is not quick. It is slow. And it takes time to give full effective response. Okay. So, option 3 is the wrong statement with reference to immunity. If we check the last option, fetus receives some antibodies from mother. It is an example of passive immunity. This is correct. So, for question number 45, option 3 is correct option. This is all about today's session. If you are new to my channel, subscribe for more videos. If you liked it, share it with your friends. I'll be back with more videos. Have a great day. Thank you all.